So here we have a real live uh, Dakota fire pit, Dakota fire hole, whatever. So these two holes with the passageway down here, going from one into the other. So that's where the burning happens, and that's where the air comes in. And I'm, instead of letting it burn all the way down and then just filling it in, I want to sort of see what happens when uh, you know, you got to take advantage of one of the security features of this fire, which is, I mean, for one, it really isn't that visible. Like for a fire, it's not it's not terribly visible. Uh, Secondly, because it's getting so much air, it's not really generating that much smoke. And thirdly, you can just, let's say you're about to get in trouble, you can just do this. See how quickly this works. That's that's about as instantaneous um, of a cessation to a fire as you can possibly get. So I'm pretty happy with that. This is my first controlled burn in the forest. This is how I propose to get rid of all the flammable stuff that might otherwise help to spread forest fires through, through even spots like this where it's fairly green. Say things get really dry, things get really hot, and a forest fire starts. Uh, it's just takes a lot longer for it to spread if there is no like stuff like this. This was I basically so I got rid of a whole bunch of kind of tinder and kindling that was filling up this area, and that was the point of building the fire. Is uh, just the way that this spot was an hour ago. Um, if there's a spot like this here, and then a spot like this, another 5 meters over, and another one another 5 meters over, they can create kind of this chain of really highly flammable spots that can spread a forest fire through an otherwise like somewhat green forest. But if it's all green like this, which is what normally happens when humans inhabit a forest and burn all the dry wood, then forest fires can't really spread. They don't really have enough fuel to get going hot enough to burn all the green stuff as well. So this is how you fireproof a forest without doing somewhat sketchy, larger scale controlled burns. So I was thinking, if I'm doing this on the sly, and because this is for just getting rid of material, it's not for cooking or whatever hanging out, the Dakota Fire Hole option might be the best idea. I could just go somewhere, dig a couple holes, and it was easy enough to dig with just this. Do a bit of a burn, just gather everything that's within the sort of visual range of the fire pit and burn it. And then if anybody comes up, I can I can basically hear if anybody's approaching within more than enough time to stamp it out. So here it is. That was my fire pit a couple minutes ago. It's really great. I'm really happy with how that worked out. The hole was very easy to make. I believe that the deeper the hole you make, the less smoke you will get. That is my suspicion from like creating sort of J-shaped rocket fire holes. Or my other suspicion is if you did this and then sort of piled up a bunch of rocks and stuff around the burn chamber so that the burn hole is just goes up higher than the other one, that will turn it into a rocket stove or whatever. But I guess this is just sort of the bottom of a J-shaped rocket stove. So it's kind of fun to just be able to dig it into the ground. I guess if I did it next time, I'll try to build up a little build up the fire chamber so it's a bit larger. Otherwise, though, full success.